developments coming in from Karnataka, where Mandya is on the edge. Remember, after Gyanvapi, Hindu activists have been seeking permission to pray at a Tipu Sultan era mosque in Karnataka. VHP had demanded permission to offer prayers. There's massive deployment of police before that movement was planned for tomorrow. Ahead of that, the prayers that are being organized by the VHP, now government has imposed prohibitory orders in the area. This dispute is around what devotees, the Hindu activists, are claiming was a Hanuman temple that stood inside the Sri Rangapatna fort. Jamia Masjid Mosque, according to them, was built there during the reign of Tipu Sultan, but houses images of Lord Hanuman. My colleague Deepak Bohana now joins us from the ground. Deepak, I believe the DC has reached the ground to assess the situation there?
Yes, Priya, we're standing here in Srirangpatna outside Jamia Masjid. This is, of course, an ASI declared monument. You can see the structure that's behind me. You can see the two Minars. This is the entire masjid complex inside. This is the front wall of the masjid complex. This entire area, of course, is protected by the Archaeological Survey of India. The DC, the SP were here a while ago to review the entire situation, the security arrangements as well, because the VHP, of course, planned to carry out a massive march towards this particular masjid. You can see a lot of barricades that have been put around this particular area as well, just as a precautionary measure. In this entire place, prohibitory orders have, of course, been issued, and it starts from tonight. It will continue till Sunday. Now I'm going to walk you through this entire complex to tell you about some of the issues that have been raked up by the VHP and several other right-wing organizations. Now, firstly, they say that this is a historical monument protected by the Archaeological Survey of India, and they say that inside this particular area, madrasa is being operated. Students are staying in this particular area, which they say is illegal. Now, if you take a look at some of these windows that you're seeing, these are all rooms that have been, makeshift rooms of sorts, where students stay inside. The ones who, of course, come here to study in the madrasas, they have been staying here for quite some time. And you can see some of the contentions is that pillars like this, now they say these pillars resemble that of a temple. They're saying that during the time of Tipu Sultan, this was a Hanuman temple which was razed down, which was destroyed, and then this particular Jamia Masjid was built here, and they're saying that now it should be restored to its original state. People should be allowed to offer prayers. They're also alleging the people who are occupying this place from inside are also destroying some of the idols and other religious structures inside. I have a person who comes here to the masjid very often. आप बता सकते हैं कि आप कितने साल से ये मस्जिद आ रहे हो, और आप बता सकते हैं कि मदरसा कितने साल से चल रहा है यहाँ पर?
पैदाइश से मैं देख रहा हूँ.
ओके.
पैदाइश से मैं कितने 24 आवर पैदाइश डेट है मेरा, उस वक्त से देख रहा हूँ मैं.
ओके. और आप यहाँ मदरसा में आपने भी पढ़ाई की है?
यहाँ पे तो नहीं किया, मैं बेंगलुरु में किया.
ओके. यहाँ पर जो कंटेंशन है अभी आपको तो पता होगा.
मैं थोड़ा इसमें जा रहा हूँ.
ओके. लेकिन अभी भी यहाँ पर मदरसा तो
चल रहा है
और बच्चे भी यहाँ पर ही रहते हैं. और बहुत सारे एलिगेशंस आ रहे हैं कि जो अंदर जो जगह है वहाँ पर लोग ये जो हिंदू स्ट्रक्चर्स हैं उसको तोड़ रहे हैं. ये सब थोड़े एलिगेशंस कर रहे हैं VHP वाले. इसके बारे में आप क्या कहना चाहते हैं?
उसके बारे में तो मैं क्या नहीं बोल सकता.
हाँ. और आप इधर प्रेयर के लिए आए थे?
जी, प्रेयर के लिए आए थे.
Well, he has come here to offer namaz at the Jamia Masjid. Several people, of course, locally come here on a regular basis to offer namaz. You can see right now officials from the police department are here. There are officials from the Archaeological Survey of India as well who are here. They've, of course, closed the gates. We did have access inside. You can see now also, even now you can see some of the students still walking around inside this particular area. And like I mentioned, right as soon as you enter this particular area, the portico towards the left and the right are the places where the students stay here after their the classes in the madrasas are complete. They stay in these rooms as well, which the Vishwa Hindu Parishad is raising objections to. They're also demanding a detailed survey of this area needs to be done, and this place should be restored to the original temple, right, which they say the Hanuman temple that existed here. It still prevails inside, and they're saying the people should be allowed to pray once again.
Yeah, it clearly seems to be a very sensitive matter. They have approached the authorities seeking permission to offer prayers as well as starting a movement. You've spoken to the policemen who are also on guard to avoid any law and order situation in the area. Let's listen in.
A few organizations have given call for Srirangapatna Chalo, and that is on 4th of June, tomorrow. And the Taluk administration has already imposed prohibitory orders in that area, and our job is to ensure that the prohibitory orders are executed properly. Police department is working on that. While the issue is a bit sensitive, as you all know, and we have to be very 100% ready for it. So our department is working towards that, and there has been no permission granted to anybody there to hold rallies or protests or anything as per the prohibitory order issued by the Tahsildar Srirangapatna, and that will be enforced in letter and spirit.
Tell us the kind of security arrangements. Of course, the SP did brief us, but as far as the ASI is concerned, their claims are concerned, there's a lot of controversy that still goes on here. If you could give us some details, ma'am, about the impending situation here at the Jamia Masjid.
See, as far as the memorandum is concerned, we have already forwarded it to the Bangalore ASI, and they have in turn forwarded it to the Delhi ASI. So till we get any reports from there, I cannot comment about the memorandum.
Okay, the VHP claims that the madrasa that's being the classes that's going on for the students of the madrasa, that's something that's illegal. Action should be initiated against that. They're also claiming that temple-like structures inside are being destroyed, and the district administration is not looking into this, and the ASI as well is keeping their eyes shut. What do you have to say about that?
See, as I have already clearly mentioned, till we get a report from the ASI, I cannot comment about the status of it.
And yesterday, from the Tahsildar, there was a 144 section order that was issued, in which the masjid was named as a temple. Why was that a faux pas?
No,
what was it?
She has issued a corrected version.
Why was it in the first place? Why was it mentioned?
It was a mistake from her side, but they have issued a clarification.
Okay, as far as tomorrow's security arrangements are concerned, if you could give us some details about that.
We have already issued section 144, which will be in place from today evening 6 o'clock till day after tomorrow morning afternoon 12 o'clock. We have also issued liquor ban, which will be in place from today evening till day after tomorrow morning.
Thank you so much.
Also, we've placed the state district reserve as well as the state reserve has been stationed here. Okay. So everything is under control.
Right, and as far as the VHP is concerned, they continue to maintain that they are going to go ahead with the protest. So have you given any special instructions to the police department in terms of how to handle that situation?
See, we will not be allowing anyone within the city limits, because 144 we have already passed 144 order as long as the city limits are concerned. Okay. But outside the city limits, if they want, they were asking us that they want to come and meet us and give a memorandum, which is okay.
I remember when some of the right-wing organizations gave you a letter with regard to this. You've written to the Archaeological Survey of India quite some time ago. Any sort of response that's come in from them with regard to the situation?
No, so far we have not got any reply from the ASI. I have personally spoken with the Bangalore office, so they said that they are awaiting reply from the Delhi office.
Reaction